Okay, we're live, and it has been quite some time since I've done any live video. Actually, I've gotten mixed feedback on these live unboxings. And so the reason why I do these live unboxings is just because they're fast and efficient. It means that the day that I get a product, I'm able to do an unboxing video and let you know that I got it right away, versus, doing some fancy camera shots and then producing a video and it taking a day or two to let you guys know that I got a product. So these live videos are just a very fast, efficient way for me to let you guys know that I got a product in. So I got a product in, and this is going to be a live unboxing of the Suunto Spartan Sport Wrist HR. So that is the official name of this device. Yeah, I got tons of comments coming in, and I'm actually far enough away from my phone. I shoot all these live videos on my phone, and I'm far enough away from the phone where I will probably only get to a couple of comments because they scroll up so fast. So I apologize. If I don't get to your question, be sure and ask it in the comments section below. And when I'm all done with this video, I'll go back in and review the comments and try to answer any of the comments in the comments section below, because during the live actual video, it's so hard to try to answer everything, especially when I have a flow of thought. So we got the Suunto Spartan Sport Wrist HR. I don't know why Suunto decided to go with such an extensively long name that you can see there, but they did. So this here says that it's racing proof, whatever that means to them. It says sports expertise and training insights 24/7, community-powered progress. It's got the built-in Valencell sensor, heart rate sensor, which to me is a big deal, and we're actually going to compare that sensor against what I have here on my shelf, which is that same sensor in the Scosche Rhythm Plus. So we'll take a look at them side by side here. It says it works with Strava, and then obviously it works with the Suunto app as well. Water resistant up to 100 meters. So that's pretty good. That's above and beyond what you're getting for most wearables these days. So anyways, simple boxing here. We're just going to go ahead and open this up and show you guys what we have inside the box. So I honestly haven't opened this up yet. I have no idea what this looks like, so you're seeing it with me for the first time here. So there we go. You can actually see what my iPhone looks like there. Pretty big watch face. Let's go ahead and pull it out, and I'll compare it side by side here with my Phoenix. It might be bigger than the Phoenix 5X. Let's take a look here. Having trouble getting my Phoenix off. This is also the problem with live videos, is that you can't cut when you're having problems getting a wristwatch off. Okay, there we go. Got it off. Okay, so you can kind of see here, if I show you side by side, wow, there are some striking similarities between this. So you can see side by side there. This one being the Suunto, this being the Garmin Fenix 5. So in terms of beefiness, they're pretty close. This has 3 fewer buttons, or 2 fewer buttons. No buttons on this side, but you got 3 on this side. Versus the Garmin. I don't know if you guys can see there. The size-wise, we're getting a lot of reflection. Maybe I'll hold if I hold them back a little bit. So you can see both of these are pretty big watches. Now, I took a ton of crap on my video where I compared the features of this versus this, the Fenix 5X, just because the price point is so different. But I mean, that was kind of the point. The point was to try to say, hey, we have a substantial GPS watch here. Can something this affordable, something at the, $300-ish price point compete with something like the Fenix 5X, which is significantly more expensive? So that's well, this is the Sport. This isn't the Trainer. I apologize. I'm getting my price points all messed up. This is not the Trainer. This is the Sport. So this is going to be more expensive. So let's go ahead and take a look now at the actual sensor on this thing. So the bands on this are pretty soft. They're a lot softer than what, you know, you would find on the typical Garmin watch. They are a little bit integrated with the side of the device here. You can see that instead of having kind of the hinge that you get on Garmin watches now with the quick disconnect, instead of having this hinge, you're getting kind of an integrated look on the Suunto. And Suunto watches have always kind of had that integrated look. So if you have to replace these bands, it's a little bit of a pain. You can definitely see in there that, you know, there's no quick disconnect options for this watch. So if you end up having to replace these bands or want different options for your bands, it's going to be a little bit of a pain to get to. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Valencell sensor and compare it side by side. So it looks like it is the same Valencell sensor, but it's got different plastic housing around it. So you can see there, it's got the same configuration of lights and where the sensor would be, but definitely different housing. A little bit more attractive on this. This is kind of like an old school blocky, I don't know, not real ergonomic. This has a little bit more of a contemporary design around that sensor. So that's nice. So to be honest with you, I'm really excited to get into this because I don't know a whole lot about it. This is the first Suunto product that I've ever reviewed on this channel. Not because I don't like Suunto. I like the stuff that they put out. There's just been so many other things for me to cover over the last few years, and Suunto hasn't done a lot, that this is actually the first product that I'll be reviewing of theirs. So real excited to get my hands on my first Suunto product, and then when I get a chance to get to the trainer, I will also obviously be reviewing that, and maybe pitting the trainer against this to let you guys know which one I like for the price point. You know, the trainer versus the Spartan Sport. So I don't think I love like these little edges. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's these little edges along the watch. It's got a kind of a metal or aluminum, I don't know if it's aluminum or stainless steel bezel around here. And it's got these little edges that I just wish they had kept. Instead of them doing like these little edges, it would have been nice for it to be smooth. You can't tell from this far away, but it's not smooth. It has these little sharp, rounded, I don't know, edges. I don't love. The watch itself is pretty cool. It does have a little bit of a flat tire look at the bottom of the screen, and it's got the Suunto branding at the bottom of the screen as well. So I know that's a turnoff for some people. They would prefer to have no branding, but you know, even the Garmin Fenix 5 at the bottom, there's that Garmin branding. Now the Garmin does not have flat tire looks on their most contemporary designs like the 935 and the Fenix 5 series. And from the renders that we're getting from the Vivo Active 3, it does not have the flat tire look, but it looks like we are going to get a little bit of a flat tire on the Suunto. So that's, you know, you get used to that actually. You know, I'm not too worried about the flat tire design. Well, let's go ahead and take a look at the rest of the box here because time's dragging. Oh, there we go. We got the proprietary charger that looks like it just magnetically attaches here. So let's take a look. So here's the charger. One end being standard USB, and then this other end with this kind of interesting looking magnetic charger end. And it looks like it's just gonna attach. Well, that's a little bit going on a little bit. I had it upside down. There we go. Just attaches on the back like so. So that's about it. Pretty simple and straightforward. There's not really anything else in the box other than just some stickers and then a little booklet, you know, warranty information and probably setup information. So that's it. So I won't do a setup on video, but I will be taking a look at this and reviewing it and giving you guys my thoughts here in the next 10 to 14 days or so after I've had a chance to go over this and review it a little bit more. But I'm very excited to take a look at this and see if Suunto, you know, is back in the game with their new Valencell sensors and if it's going to give Garmin a run for the money. I really think that Suunto is, their price point is a little bit more compelling right now than Garmin. They tend to be just a little bit cheaper. Their heart rate, or the built-in optical heart rate sensor here, based on what I know about that sensor and that company, it's probably going to be a little bit more accurate than Garmin. So that will be interesting to see. In terms of GPS accuracy, it will also be interesting to see how it compares against something like the Garmin Fenix 5. So the Garmin Fenix 5 is the king in terms of, you know, outdoor GPS tracking. No one can really argue that. But when it comes to other kinds of sports tracking, whether that's tracking triathlon, running, or gym-based exercise, that's where the Garmin Fenix 5, you know, the reliability and the accuracy might be called into question, especially against something like this. And so it'll be interesting to see how this stacks up against the Fenix 5X, how it compares, in what ways that it does better and which ways it does worse. So stay tuned for that. And then additionally, I will eventually be getting in the Suunto trainer as well. And comparing that against this and actually against some of the other new watches that have been announced. That would include the new Fitbit smartwatch, the Fitbit Ionic. Hopefully Garmin will officially announce their product here soon. I don't know if you guys saw today, but the new Samsung watches got dropped or released today. So we have a little bit of an idea of what Samsung's doing as well now. So there have been a lot of products that I haven't even had a chance to keep up with all the videos of all of the announcements and everything that's going on. So there's a lot going on, and so stay tuned for all of those reviews coming up soon. That's about it. Make sure you ask your questions in the comments section below, and I'll get to those. And thanks for watching. Catch you guys next time.